Hi, in this video we're going to solve this exercise in which we have to use conditional selector. Well, here we need to calculate the tariff of a user according to the minutes spoken. In this case, if depending on different conditions, some price is paid. So the first thing is to ask the user for the minutes spoken. As you know, this can be carried out by using the syntax input. As you know, this will return a string, so we need to convert this into an integer. So having this value, this integer value, we next are going to compare different conditions. First, all users pay a base rate of 10 euros as long as they do not talk more than 180 minutes. So if this value is lower or equal to this 180 values, the tariff should be 10 euros, let's say, in order to simplify the code. Then after 180 minutes, users pay 10 cents for each minute from 180 to 2040. So here we can define an else condition that is satisfied if this condition is not satisfied. I mean, the code executed is when this condition is not satisfied. So when minutes are greater than 180. This is a comment that we can put here in order to clarify the code, but next we'll delete this comment. Well, in this case, we can compare if minutes are lower or equal to the next value, 240. In this case, the users pay 10 cents per each minute. So we need to obtain the minutes spoken minus 180. So these minutes are paid by 10 cents. And then, of course, we add the base tariff of 10 euros. So we put here the tariff. And finally, we have the third else that is satisfied that the code here is executed when this else is executed and this condition is not satisfied. So minutes are greater than 240. This is the opposite of the if. So in this case, the tariff is 10 cents per each minute extra beyond this value. So this is minutes minus 240. This is the, let's say, extra. This is for 20 cents. And then, well, let's say that this represents the minutes. So this extra is the difference between 240. So apart from this, the tariff can be executed as minutes extra per 20 cents and between 180 and 240 these minutes are at 10 cents, and finally the 10 euros of the basic. So at the end we can print the result. As this. So let's say that, well, let's test every case. For example, lower than the basic, 10 euros. Let's test, for example, 200. This will cost 10 euros and 20 minutes per 10 cents. This is 12. And finally, let's say greater than 240. For example, 300. This will cost 60 minutes per 20 cents. And then 60 minutes per 10 cents and 10 euros, 28. So as you can see here, we compare multiple conditions in order to solve a problem. Take into account that you are free to use variables to represent these values. For example, we can say basic tariffs, basic minutes, 180, and substitute these fixed values per variables. This is a more maintainable code, since if we want to change the minutes of the basic tariff, we only need to change these minutes here and not in every part of the code. So for example, same for 240. We can substitute these values by variables, so the code is more easy to maintain, as we only need to modify this in case we want to. Finally, we can add the basic rate and the second rate, and finally the last rate. Well, this is the basic, let's say in this way. So we can substitute this by variables, rate 1, rate 1, rate 1, and this is rate 2, rate 2, and this is rate 3. So as you can see, this code is now plenty of variables instead of fixed values. So as I said, this is a good practice in order to facilitate the maintenance of the code. But the solution for us is the same, to put in here variables or to put in values. Thanks for watching.